Alrighty, hola, fellow yogis. Let's start at the top of our mat. I'm going to try my best to make it 15 minutes today. I'm really good at making it too long or too short. Roundabouts, 15 minutes. Alright, so at the top of our mat, we're going to take a nice big inhale, take our hands above head, connect at the top. Exhale, take our hands past the midline of our body back to our side. Big sweeping motion, taking our arms up on an inhale, bending that back, engaging those glutes. Exhaling, hinging at our hips, folding forward. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back, hands to the floor. We're going to find our high plank. Shift forward on an inhale, exhale, lower down, tuck the elbows, inhale, cobra. Exhale, back to our downward dog. Let's take 3 decent breaths here. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Nice big deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale, pulling that chest towards our mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Slowly walk our feet back up between our hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Nice big inhale, taking our hands above head, back to our side. Right, inhale, taking our hands above head, connecting at the top, looking at our thumbs. Exhale, bringing them back down past the midline. Nice big inhale, sweeping back, engaging those glutes. Taking that gaze to where we can. Exhale, hinging at our hips. We're folding forward, touching those toes. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Finding the floor with our hands again. Stepping back to our high plank. High plank, shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back to our dog. In our downward dog, we're going to take our hips from side to side. Can even take our butt and make nice circular motions. One way, take it the other. And then we slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up, taking our hands above head. And back to our side. Right, let's create a nice big wide stance. We are going to lean to the right. So bending our right knee, taking our stance to where we need to create a nice side lunge. I'm just going to bounce our butt. And then we're going to switch over to the left, keeping those feet nice and flat and grounded. Bouncing our butt. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's inhale. Take it to the right. Exhale. Take it to the left. Inhale. Take it to the right. Exhale. Take it to the left. Now let's find our archer arms. Same breath connection. So exhale. Taking it to the right. Inhale, taking it to the left. Taking the movement with the breath. Like we're about to shoot a bow. A few more. And we'll stop. We're going to take our toes, face them forward. We're going to stack our hands on top of each other in front of our face. We're going to inhale deeply. On the exhale, that top hand's going to come up to the roof with the gaze. Bring it back down on the inhale. Switch over. Exhale. And just move with the breath. Switching over. Few of these. Connecting the movement with your own rhythm of breath. Taking the gaze up opening the chest as best you can. And we'll stop. We'll hold that floor with our flat palms. We'll let our head drop. And we'll come back up. Still wide. We're going to find our horse stance or our goddess pose, whichever one you'd like to call it. And we're going to bring our butts down. We're going to imagine our back is on a wall, so it's nice and straight, flat. We're going to link our hands at the front here. We're going to do 10 breaths, rounds of breath. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there, 6, 7, 8, 9, nearly there, 10. Lovely. Let's straighten up those legs, drop the hands to the floor again, and just let that head drop. Lovely. Alrighty, we're going to shimmy our feet to the middle of our mat, coming up, and we're going to turn facing the front of our mat. We're going to take our hands at a prayer position at our chest. We're going to lift up our right knee. And we're going to breathe a few rounds of breath. Lifting that knee as high as we can. The foot can be flexed or pointed, whatever works for you. We're going to bring that leg down, straighten her up behind, and we're going to let it hover. So it's hovering above the mat, and then from here we're going to fold forward, finding our warrior 3, aiming to get that leg and that torso parallel with our mat. The arms can be at the side, they can be above head, or they can be at thy prayer position. And we connect with our breath. That balancing knee can be bent if needed. A few rounds of breath. Alright, nice big inhale here. And on our exhale, we're going to come back up, bringing that knee back in front of us, lifting it as high as we can, and then bringing it back down to earth. Move the hips, bend the knees, don't be afraid to move. Don't stress too much about what you look like. It is the feeling that we're going for. Let's just take our arms and ragdoll as a ragdoll. Let them fly. All right, arms at our prayer, hands at our prayer position again on our chest, and we shall bring up the left knee as high as we can. That balancing foot is nice and stable on the mat. Right, let's take that foot back, straightening her up, letting it hover behind. We're finding our balance, and then from here we're folding forward. We're finding our warrior 3, so that leg and that torso is nice and parallel with our mat. And sometimes we fall and we get back up. Right, a few rounds of breath here. On your next exhale, we're going to bend that knee, straighten up, bring that back up in front as high as we can. And back down to earth. And again, move the hips, bend the knees. Don't be afraid to look weird. You Nothing wrong with it. Right, I'm gonna find our butt on our mat, and we're gonna find our Revolved Heron variation. So we're gonna take our left hand, the right toe. So you can do this twist with a bent leg. You don't have to straighten it. So if this is what you got to work with, you work with that. So we're going to straighten that leg up in front of us. Free hand is going to go behind. We're going to open up that chest, and we're looking back past our shoulder. We can take our arm up and keep that chest nice and open. Look back at our thumb if you can. I can't right now because my neck is a bit stiff. And we're going to make sure that straight grounded leg is engaged and that heel is just gently pushing on that mat. Connect with the breath. And with every exhale, see if you can take that leg up that little bit further. A few more rounds of breath. All right, on your next exhale, we're going to bring that back hand, bend that knee, grab the outer side of that foot, and just pull that knee under the underarm. And then we're going to let her drop back down to earth and take it the other way. So right hand, right toe, bent leg, straight leg, whatever you're working with. That grounded leg is nice and engaged, gently pushing down that heel. Free hand goes back either to the mat or up. And we are taking our gaze back as far as we can past that shoulder. We're breathing, and we're aiming to get that leg that little bit higher if we can. We're not forcing anything. We're finding our limits. We're creating awareness within ourselves. And let's, on that next exhale, bring that back hand back. Bend the knee, outer side of the foot, and pull her in towards the underarm. And release back to earth. Fold forward to where you can comfortably take it. And then we're going to find our easy pose. So in our easy pose, we're going to sit with a nice straight back. We're going to gaze forward so our neck is nice and neutral. We're going to take a big inhale, taking our arms above head, and then on exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So the left hand goes on the right knee, that right arm goes back, and the gaze goes back over that shoulder. We're going to sit here and breathe. And with every exhale, see if you can take it that little bit further, twisting, rinsing that spine. We're not forcing anything. We're working with the breath. And nice big inhale, taking the arms back above head. And then we exhale. Again to the left. And again, we're taking that gaze to where we can. We're working with the breath. And every time you exhale, you create that little bit more space to move. Really pay attention to the sensations going on. Enjoy it. Right, nice big inhale, taking our arms above head again. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. All right, let's bring our hands back to our knees. We're going to take our chin down to our chest. We're going to look down to our legs. And we're just going to sit here, breathe, and appreciate the body. Namaste. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. See you tomorrow.